DrBiology Revision Shot. Hi everyone, it is DrBiology and this is Food Chains and Webs. This is a new series of DrBiology Revision Shots, so I hope you enjoy them. Let's get started. Okay, let's have a recap of food chains. So first of all, tree in this food chain is a producer. Producers are plants that photosynthesize and they produce their own food. Then a caterpillar, which is a herbivore, will then feed upon the tree. An omnivore is a blue tit in this case that will eat both plants, seeds and caterpillars in this case. And then the predator, the top predator, which is the carnivore, which in this case is the sparrowhawk. So we can call them a primary consumer for the caterpillar because it's the first consumer of the plant. Secondary consumer as it consumes the caterpillar. And the tertiary consumer, which is the top carnivore in this case, which is the sparrowhawk. And you'll notice that basically through a food chain, energy passes through the food chain. Not all of the energy will be transferred into biomass. Some of that will be wasted by undigested food and also things like respiration and movement. In this section of work, they really expect you to know some key terms. So here they are. Okay, so what you could do is pause them. You could write them down, or you could just watch them on YouTube here and try and remember which one is which. Food chains are quite simplistic. They don't represent what is going on in nature. So here is a desert food web, a desert biome food web. So here you can see that I've got three producers, so a star cactus, grass and cactus. We've got three primary consumers that are feeding on the plants, which are kangaroo rat, rabbit and grasshopper. And then we've got some secondary consumers, the tarantula and lizard, that will be feeding off the primary consumers. And then finally the tertiary consumers, in this case is the rattlesnake and the hawk. We also have at the top of the tree decomposers, because when all of these organisms die, they will be decayed and decomposed by things such as bacteria and detritivores such as maggots. So let's look at the food web in a bit more detail. So as you can see, there's a lot going on in this food web. Now the arrows show the direction of energy flow and also shows what eats what. So for example, the kangaroo rat is eating the star cactus, okay, and then the tarantula is eating the kangaroo rat. Now a popular question in an exam is to actually give you the question of what would happen if a particular species became diseased or became extinct for whatever reason. So you would have to then describe and explain what is happening to the populations of the different organisms. So let's look at this one. So let's imagine there is a disease that kills all the hawks. So what that will have, the effect it will have on the populations is, let's look at the lizard. Well, the lizard will increase. Now lizards, they do eat, they are eaten by rattlesnakes, so their populations may be affected longer term, but the grasshopper will definitely decrease in populations as the lizard increases. And that will then have an effect on the cactus. So the cactus, which the grasshopper feeds on, will increase in terms of biomass. The grass that the grasshopper is feeding on may increase, but also there will be an increase in rabbits because hawks also eat rabbits. And then there'll be a knock-on effect in terms of kangaroo rats, and the star cactus may decrease because there are more kangaroo rats. And then tarantulas may increase, and rattlesnakes will definitely increase because there's more rabbits and there's more lizards and there's more tarantulas to eat. Now what we say is that all of these animals and plants, they are dependent on each other, and that is known as interdependence. So if one animal dies out, it might affect other animals or plants. You must remember as well, a key thing is producers, that plants are at the start of all food chains. Another bit of advice, so important definitions in this section of work of ecology and GCSE. They love these keywords, and again it would be worthwhile you learning those. Okay, that's the end of the revision shot. Please do subscribe to Dr. Biology if you haven't already, and I will see you soon.